All right, my friends, I thought it'd be fun to compare the price of gold going back historically just to the S&P 500 and or the small cap index from Vanguard. Vanguard small cap index doesn't go back that long until 1985 or something like that, whereas the S&P 500 goes back to 1973, something like that. Anyway, so let's look. So this is using Portfolio Visualizer. Then we'll go back a little bit more. Looking at the 1985, and so we're going to compare the S&P 500, NASX, which is the Vanguard Small Cap Index, and then the price of gold. So what I did, I just said historical macro trends to historical gold prices. And this is obviously, remember, it is illegal to own gold. I mean, literally. So look, it didn't change anything. But anyway, so right here, we go off, when they go off for Bretton Woods, like in 1972 or something like that, I can't remember. But that's when you see that big jump. All right, so going back to 1985, we're going to go back to January of 85, and we got about 319 bucks an ounce for gold. All right, and then we're going to go, so we're going to take that $319 an ounce, we're going to plug that in here, initial amount, starting in 1985. And we're going to use that with gold, the NASEX. Now, we already know what's going to happen with gold. We know exactly where it's going to be, the small cap index and then the S&P 500. So that's what, 35 years. Yeah, 35 years. And then we're going to see what happens. So $319 invested in gold is worth $18.24 at the end of November, because that's what the price of gold was at the end of November, which meant we averaged 4.97% a year. I guess it did say it right there, didn't it? Yeah, 4.97% a year. So we, what's that? Quad with 6 times our money. So whatever quintuple, whatever the thing after quintupled is. But look at this: $319 invested in the S&P 500 in 1985 is worth $15,000 now. I mean, that just can that possibly be true? Let me go get my calculator. Hold on. Sure enough, take my calculator. If I type in 319 present value, 11.32 is the interest. 35 years. 35 or 36? 35 years, something like that. I guess 36 years, really, roughly. This is until the end of November anyway, but we're just 35, 36. Well, let's do 36 then. Zero payment, compute future value. Yeah, right there. That's crazy, man. $319 is worth 15,000 bucks. And then the small cap index is worth 10,000 bucks, which is still, I mean, just, it's phenomenal. How do you bet against that? I don't know. I don't know how you bet against that. Adjust for inflation, it's going to look even better or uglier for gold and better for everything else. So if you adjust it for inflation, the we're at 43 6,000 for the S. Well, we can do like this. We could do 6079 for the S&P 500 divided by 738 for gold. 8.23 times more is gold without inflation. We got what do we have here? We got 4,015. It should be the same, right? Divided by 1,824. Yeah, same. Okay, so 8.2 times. Crazy. Yeah, that's just nuts. That's so to say that keeps up with inflation, well, barely. Um, that's crazy. All right, so I mean, look, if you take inflation into consideration, you've literally just doubled your money over 35 years. Um, that's anyway. So then I said, okay, let's look back, and we're gonna go back to look. We're gonna say just the beginning in 1970. Gold was at what's that? 36 an ounce. Gold was at 36 an ounce. So we're gonna use my man Daniel Kuhlbert's spreadsheets at 55e.co. 55e.co. We're gonna start in 1970. All right, and what do we say it was? 43. Is that what we said? And we're going to look at 40. What we say? What it was is 1970. 1936 an ounce. Okay, good. So 36 an ounce. We're going to say 36 bucks is what we're going to start with. All right. Oops, hold on a second. Stop. Kill me. $36. All right, so let's see what the S&P 500. We already know what gold did. All right, so let's see what the S&P 500 did. Check out the next. Ooh, sweet. All right, there we go. All right, so we got a new one here. Check out the next version. More funds, index of stocks, funds comparison. Oh man, sweet. So $36 is the total amount invested in 1970. All right. What is the net result after that? Let's take a look. Oh, it only goes back to 1999. I got to make it go. There's a way to make it go. How do I got to do that? Go to settings. All right, so pause. I'm not sure how to make it more than 30 years. I thought there was a way to do it. I'm sure it's on here. I don't remember how. So anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, 1999, we had $1,730 in there. Okay, so good. In 1999, we had $1,730. Again, we started with $36. We had, okay, good. That looks good. Yep, $37, 43. Then okay, good. That looks good. So then we had, let's make sure. Okay, good. That's good. That looks pretty good. Let's make this. All right. Are we adjusting that for inflation? All right. So we have 1999 with 1730. So we're going to start now in the year 2000 with 1730. I think I'm doing this right. Let's try. With 1730. $1,730. Okay, and let's see what it looks like at now. It goes at 2020, and it's at 5574. So 36 to 5574. Is that right? 36 to 5574 in the S&P 500. Yeah, I'm not confident in that, but either way, I mean, I'm kind of confident, but it's still 3 times out of gold. I guess that would. I mean, because look, this was illegal. Then they took the top off there. It was like steam, like it just went crazy from 41 to 600 in 1981, which is a huge run. But either what, then I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with that. I mean, I'm not totally comfortable with that, but I'm pretty amped. So we started with 36 and we ended up with 5574 right there at the end of 2020. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with that, man. We don't have the full results yet, or at the end of 2019. Excuse me, end of 2019. Oh, you know what we'll do? If that was in 19, there we go. That's what we'll do. In 2000, there we go. That's what we'll do. 2000, 1730. Go back to back. There we go. Because this has a whole one. What do we say? Bear with me just a second. We're gonna go back to 1730 in 2000. 1730. 1730 is what the price of S&P 500 was in 2000. Yeah, when we started, there we go. Good. That'll work. And then we'll go here. And then our S&P 500 is worth, right, we're in the, right there. Portfolio 3 is 6,247. Is that right? Yeah, 6,200. Are we portfolio 3? Yes. So 6,200. There it goes. That's about right. So 6,250. So we started in 1970 with what do we say, $36, and we ended up at 6,247. Is that inflation adjusted? No, good. So that's, I mean, my goodness, man. And then if we started with 36 and gold, we ended up at the price of gold was at was it now 1949? I mean, that's still 3 times. Yeah, that's about right, man. It's still 3 times. Now, and if you're wondering why gold is so much higher up here, it's because it's starting at a much higher price than what it did in 2000. So I'm using 1730, and I'm using gold in there, but it didn't start at 1730 in gold. In 2000, gold was at 285. So that's not a true apples to apples. Anyway, that man, I tell you, man, that I sit there and I say, well, All right. Over the course of my life, the S&P 500 has been incredibly much more profitable than gold. Does that mean it will be? No, I don't know though. But we've had inflation as far back. I mean, we've had debt and deficits as far back, wars, the whole thing going my whole life too. Vietnam, all the crazy stuff. I don't know, man. I think these gold bugs. I don't know how you make that. I mean, we have 50 years of history now. It's not even close. Hmm. Well, what we could do, see, you can't do anything before that because of 50 years previous to that. I mean, gold was just it was regulated. Yeah, I don't think you should buy gold as an investment. I think you buy gold as a hedge, not a hedge against inflation, but a hedge against the Bolsheviks. So anyway, hope you find that interesting. Love to hear your thoughts here. I just I don't know any other way. I mean, really, I don't know what else. Look at all these recessions near, by the way. Recessions are a dime a dozen. So when you hear people recessions, like, yeah, whatever, dude. Tell me, wake me when something real is important. I mean, these gray screens, all the recessions. All right, see you guys.